Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fitriasari. Hello, young heroes. Today we will travel back in time to learn about a truly remarkable hero. His name is Prince Diponegoro. He was not just a nobleman, he was a fighter who stood up for the common people. If you lived during colonial times, would you dare to fight like him? Let's begin. Do you know? Everything changed when the Dutch decided to build a road through the grave of Diponegoro essentials without permission to Diponegoro. This was an insult to his family and culture. That moment sparked a rebellion that would shake the island of Java. Diponegoro didn't rely on the royal army, he led ordinary people. His strategy was guerrilla warfare, quick attacks then disappearing into the jungle. They kept moving and the Dutch were overwhelmed. This war lasted for 5 years, from 1825 to 1830, one of the biggest wars in Indonesia history. After years of leading a fierce resistance through guerrilla warfare, Prince Diponegoro was finally captured by the Dutch in 1830. He had been invited to peace talks in Magelang, talks that turned out to be a trap. The Dutch never intended to negotiate. They only wanted to end a costly war that had shaken their colonial rule. At first, Diponegoro was held in Magelang, then taken to Semarang, and finally to Batavia, now Jakarta. As he was moved from one place to another, thousands of people came to see him. Some cried quietly, others bowed in silence, unable to believe that their brave leader had been caught. For the Javanese people, Diponegoro was more than a prince. He was a spiritual guide, a symbol of resistance, and a hero who had dared to stand against colonial power. But the Dutch were not done. They feared his influence was still too strong, so they decided to send him far away from Java. He was exiled to Manado in North Sulawesi for 4 years. Even there, the Dutch remained uneasy. Eventually, they transferred him again, this time to Makassar, to the old Fort Rotterdam. There, behind cold stone walls and iron bars, Prince Diponegoro spent the rest of his life. The fortress was quiet and isolated, far from the world he once knew. But even in exile, his spirit never faded. He spent his time in prayer, reflection, and writing. In fact, he wrote his autobiography using Javanese script in Arabic letters, a rare and precious record of his life and struggle. Prince Diponegoro passed away in 1855 in Makassar, but his fight did not end there. His story lived on in the hearts of the people, in the spirit of independence, and in the history of a nation that would one day rise to be free. What can we learn from him? First, the courage to fight injustice. Second, loyalty to the nation. And third, standing firm in your beliefs even if you must walk alone. Okay, I will give you some questions and please answering by guessing them. Okay, thank you for your answering. Thank you for your doing best. Prince Diponegoro showed us that resistance isn't always about weapons. We can become today's hero by studying hard, being honest, and loving our country. Are you ready to be your own kinds of heroes? See you next time, young warriors!